Hello, good afternoon, traders. Welcome back to Forex Black Box. Apologize that I haven't done video for a while now. It's been just crazy busy, end of the year and family and stuff like that. So I'm just go make a quick video to end of the year with. I will go talk a little bit longer than usual, so I'll give you a quick picture of my view of the end of the year and the coming year, what possibly can happen. So quick view on indices here, indexes of each currencies. Basically, it's been calculated. You probably know how they calculate this against each pairs, for example, pound and so on. So look at pound here has been dominated by Brexit talk, and I'm still in the back of my head that I'm thinking we're going to hit that 140 by the end of the year, which is in the next couple of weeks. So let's see if that's going to be positive attitude of Brexit. It will push that currency up, or it's going to be negative. Yeah, I kind of like. I don't think we're going to leave without a deal. I think we're going to have a deal, even if it's just an average deal. But the market really looking for a deal, and I think we're going to have a deal. We cannot just leave like that without a deal, because they have a business with us and we have a business with them, Europe. So there's a communication two-way street going on between us and UK and US, Europe. So let's see how that's gonna go. Overall, technical analysis, it's still holding the highs. We just broke this on Friday, Thursday, Friday, and we're coming back down. And it looks like we 50-50 holding the ground here. So I reckon that probably from tonight up to the end of until if any news. Technically, this is look like sideways coming down slowly, then bounce down, just went down, and maybe we're going to see a couple legs up. We'll continue back up momentum. Let's see that if it's going to happen or not, but that's what it look like. And also keep in mind that of Brexit talk, it could change the view of the pound pairs. Okay, euro itself as well. It looks like final top here. I'm still looking for euro to be 125. We hit the 121 or 122, but let's see. I'm going to go to the chart shortly and we'll look at it. But so far we're doing, every time we go back up, come back down. I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but it does look like we're closing the door, the day, every day. Each candle is 1 day, worth of 1 day of data. So that could be just to buy support here. So probably going to continue back up. Dollar index itself as well going down. You see that momentum is dollar index is actually down. Every time we break, we go down, retest, we go down, retest, we go down, retest. It started getting shorter and shorter. If you see that 2 days in a row, red, 1 green, 3 days green, but we really didn't go farther than the high of that day. So we still really in the momentum down. It's not really strong momentum to take us back up. I will call this something similar to that. If you look here, see that went up, went down straight away. In a matter of 2 days, we hit the low of 3 days high, and that's where you can tell the momentum is strong. Retest the breakout moment, hit the 20 moving average in a way. If you notice that you don't have to really touch here, just the first level of interest, which is the 20 moving average, then you take it down from there. That's a long-term trade, but if you go inside the day, you know the momentum is down, so every time pull back on 5 minute like that, we'll take it more lower, 5 minute lower, 5 minutes, so on and so forth, if you trade in the dollar index itself. Yen, we talked about that last few weeks. We talked about this is going to continue down. We look at leg here is a leg. We have one first push and a second leg down. I think we achieved already the measure move. We're looking for a pullback. That's very interesting. We see this went down, went up. Rejection of this level. We really want to continue. Some people call it failure. Some people call it fake head. Whatever they call it. It's really very clear here. We went through that support. We'll take some stop losses or check profit off the seller, originally pushing it down. Then time to come back up for another opportunity to short. However, you can long it as well. If you see that yen is getting strong, you have to keep an eye on the stock as well. If it's going down, risk off or risk on situation. Nasdaq, sorry, no Nasdaq, New Zealand. Oops, I always trade Nasdaq these days. That's why. New Zealand is basically holding 20 moving average, nicely flat. what we're going to do here. After a big move up, we're going to probably see some sideways going on until the sideways break with a failure or continuation to the trend itself going back up. It can be come back down here. That could be the trigger. This very strong green day. You can see that very strong green day, and this day is actually today, so don't worry about it. I just changed my shortcut keys. That's why I'm a little bit confused of my drawing tool. From the breakout here, that's where we tested. The way I see that we have two legs down and push back up at the same day where we tested. There's no hesitation, there's no wick, nothing, just a flat entry, and we just went up straight away up, and we engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4 days actually engulfed, and almost get to the 5th day. So I reckon that is strong momentum up, very interesting. Swiss here above the 20 moving average. After a push down, we should see continuation from here, but it did not happen. So the other way of the coin is, the other side of the coin is push momentum up, and let's see if it's going to continue or not. Myself, I don't really trade it, but it's good to watch it as well. See with risk on or off, it will affect the Swiss. Normally the safe haven. We break out of this anchor here. We went above it. We tested 1, 2 at the same time when we broke it, and we went up and coming back down. Now the second level is the 20 moving average. I reckon that will continue back up for another leg. Other people say this look like a pie or a W. I call it a pie. The pie like that, come back and rejection and continue back up. There's gonna be some noise in the way, of course. Just doesn't come straight down or straight up. They call it M and W's, but there's a call. This is like a pie here. The scientific symbols, but there's going to be some breaking momentum, of course, in between. So watch the 20 moving average on index itself. Let's see whether or not we risk offer on. Oz as well is quite strong. We broke out of this level with no looking back. In my opinion, this is overrun the buyers. Basically, they run it quickly up to take profit because it's accumulated here of there's a lot of orders here basically sell, and that's why the momentum is getting run over quickly, and probably going to come back down quickly because there is no any more sell up there. So the seller that closed the position. So I reckon that's we're looking for a buyer. Buyer will be basically waiting near the moving average to take it one more leg up. So that's the way I see it. The momentum you see when anything go up quickly, it will come back down quickly. The reason being because there was a lot of orders here to be filled as a sellers. Okay, so the price was here, for example, and the nearby, which is a close by price level, which is indicating that so many money here, so many orders to be filled, and then the far away down here, there's a lot of buyers. So the price will, like a magnet, will jump. It will start to accelerate to where is more orders to be filled. When the seller come here, then now the market will be looking for a buyers, and they will come back down quickly, looking for a buyer, take it up again, and so on and so forth. That's how the market move, guys. All right. Same thing here. We see that CAD just get some increase in price of oil and all stuff. That's why it's moving strongly up. Break out of this momentum down. We didn't really have a second leg down. We had a bull hold here. We have a one leg hold, a second leg hold, and the third one high a little bit. The reason being we close. That's the interesting candle to look at, where we close above the 20 moving average, even if we broke the previous green candle. Very interesting. The follow-up candle didn't give you a chance to think about it. It just went up straight up. So the best idea is to be buyer above these levels. If you're wrong, you will be short stop loss below there. You take profit should be around these levels here or here, which you will hit it next follow days, a few days. Bull back, as expected, come back up and start to slow down. Then probably gonna see another leg down, right? Okay, so let's just jump into the chart. I'm not really looking at the news, but of course, we're at the end of the year. We're not going to see some major news to move the market. So I'm looking at the VIX at the moment. That's the VIX Volatility Index. It's called VIX. You can have that on TradingView. It's free. I'm looking at the daily basis. So if you look, this is the last push up. That's where the stock was risk off situation. Now become risk on. Remember, the VIX is a very good indicator to look at it where we're going from that bottom here. So that was when the risk off, this VIX go up. When the risk on, VIX go down, right? So now that we broke that low, which it does make sense because Nasdaq and E-mini, they did a new highs, but you see that this is lower than the previous low, this is higher than the previous high, so it's like kind of sideways bing bong. There are other factors about this momentum because of the election, U.S. election, U.S. election, and COVID, the vaccines, and end of the year. 2020 is almost over, so think about it. So everyone push it back one more leg up, they take the profit, and they're waiting for a pullback to buy more. Meaning when you buy the VIX, that means you become risk-off assets. So if you want to exit your stock market, you want to exit the cash, you want to secure your position, even if you have a long-term positions, you come around here and you buy in the VIX, you bid on it, you say that it's going to go up as a precaution to secure your assets. All right, so it's like a risk-off situation in the market. You don't go close your orders, but basically what you do, you just come around here and buy the VIX, just bid on it to start to target this previous highs or these highs here, and you start think about whether or not the market will turn around here and will be risk on again or not. That's happened last a few weeks, as indeed as went up and come back down quickly. That's when the election start to kick in. The day of the election, actually, that's where the prices start to move down here on the VIX. So enough of the VIX, move on. Look at an E-mini, S&P 500. That's a future contract. You look at the daily. We break out of this second leg here. Strong momentum up. We've made a new high, all-time highs, coming back down quickly. Indication of profit taken. And now we've been hold this level, and we support it multiple times. With that level here right there, we have one go, a second go, and we have one way here, and coming back down strong since last week. I reckon that we're going to see some pullbacks. So the first pullback here, the second pullback could be here because it's 20 moving average on no way. So probably going to see another leg down, try to break the 20 moving average and bounce back up if we try to have this failure. It's not a failure, guys. It's just profit taking around these levels. When you see that's happened here previously, let me give you an example. Like here, okay, there's not a fake momentum. Basically, with a lot of orders here, market magnet, like a magnet, went down first quickly, fill up all the orders. It doesn't have to be right on the spot. Normally they go farther than the order itself, but if it's too far, it's not much of order to return the market back up. If just the market just broke the previous low and bounces straight away at the same 5 minutes, for example, if you trade in 5 minutes is like 1 hour on this market every day for myself and trader trading a future contract. In a 5-minute bounce off the previous day or 2 or 3 back then, that's indication of order filled, and also something called order flow, and you can see how many orders been filled at this level and each level. But this service is not free. Of course, you have to pay for it if you trade in future. I used to have it, but I don't really use it anymore. I only use the candlestick. It's the best indicator for me, but this is also is a good. It's really interesting tool coming directly from the future market, Chicago, and we just telling you how many actually orders buy and sell in every level. I think there's a range of between I don't know, $100 up or $100 down. I think that's the maximum you can get. So we're going to show you how many orders accumulated contract waiting to be filled here, and that contract they move is dynamic content, so they move all the time. Anyways, so what we'll be looking for here after this bounce hub, we have a one leg, a second leg. It should have went up from Friday. Friday should be due to actually bounce back up because the previous day was really very interesting day, but however went down because of the two reasons. Friday, and there was not much of news this week to push the price up. So far we bounce up here. That means there's a lot of seller take the position out, and now some buyer join the group market. Probably they close by Friday, end of Friday. Probably going to see some momentum down later on today. I'm looking for the market to open in the next 4 hours, and probably going to see one more leg down here. Try to retest this low level here. Probably going to break it, and we bounce from here. Then we will continue. I'm looking to hit the 3,800 on E-mini, and after that the 3,961. That's the interesting target. Probably going to be some noise in the between. It's not going to go straight line, so keep that in mind as well. Right, move on. Let's go to Nasdaq. Nasdaq as well can hold here. They move together, but they're really giant. Nasdaq is more faster. They got more liquidity, a lot of money in Nasdaq itself. I love Nasdaq more than E-mini to be honest because it does move really well. Really disappointed day here. Of course, that top here, the all-time highs at the same day. We just dropped down. We engulfed more than 1 week of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We went all the way down 6 days. The follow-up day went down, test the 20, bounce up, close the day green. However, is not enough to engulf that big day, a very small body against a very big body of red. The following day went down again to retest that low. However, we'll get a higher low. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so we had a higher low, but we still close above this close here. So we still overall we close above here. Okay, so above this starting day, that's momentum with a gap. We really filled the gap around this last few days, and we bounced up. We didn't really stay long there. So this is no interest. This is an interesting gap. Is actually filled and rejected at the same time. So what I'm looking for another small dip down and continue back up the following week coming. So I'm looking for Nasdaq to hit 12,960 in the coming days. Not exactly 13,000 because normally before the 13,000 sellers start creeping in. The seller orders started creeping the market again too quickly. Normally before the original price, they start to exit their positions. No one put $1 trillion here and waiting for it to be hit. There's not enough liquidity in the market. They break it to pieces just before the price and above the price. Whoever filled first, if the below been filled and start to see slowing down in price action, they start to exit it quickly, and that's when we see this big drop because the market will be like a lot of seller get into the market and the buyer try to push it, but the seller more than buyers and the market looking for buyers. So market will go down to fill, make an imbalance and come back down here, get some buyers, and it is interesting enough. There's no more buyer waiting down here. I mean, like they say, okay, look, like Goldman Sachs say that look, this price is not good enough for me. I want the price to come around this level, for example, right? So what they do, they put the big orders here during the market open. The market start consolidate, wait, and after that drop down, not quickly, but drop down in a manner way, and come fill this position and bounce back up. Let me show you a quick example of what I mean by this. If I go down to the 5 minutes, which is what I do normally trade on, see the market open here. Okay, that's the candle of the market open. Up, down is a lot of orders above, a lot of orders below, and almost even, and that's why the market is like sideways. Then after that, bounce down quickly, find some buyers around these levels. It's very interesting, always buying around these levels where there's a lot of wicks. Then bounce up quickly, come at that wick here as well, consolidate here a little bit, and start to go down in the proper manner then. Now it's like, okay, the market start to slow down, start to show some patterns, and start to be tradable, start to be tradable market. But I don't really trade this chunk here. I could be a buyer here, I could be seller there, but I always look for, I prefer a better price action. So this price action here is very interesting. We see 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs. That's what I'll be looking for, and I'll be a buyer above here to be secure. But sometime I go here small, and after that, when I start to go my direction, I start adding more. It will be my first target here, and I'll be ready for any pullback. It did indeed give me hold the 20. Looks like we're gonna continue and join the train. Okay, jump on the train. That's where the price find a lot of money here, and everyone who is waiting even low below here, they realize that's the market U-turn here, and what they do, they just jump in and they get the momentum going. A green candle, okay, second green candle, okay, say the third green candle, and they're still waiting. So what they do is just buy market straight away, and that's why we see a big giant green candle afterward. We broke this level with no log back. So what they do after they buy, all of these people buying money, all this contract being filled here, they probably their take profit will be around this level. So what happened is the market come here the first hand, push down quickly because I lost seller already. Market flock a buyer, and the buyer look like, okay, that's a good pullback. I will get in, hold the 20, and I will get in again. And there we go. Seller come back again, push it back lower, buyer interesting as well, and so on and so forth until the market find more seller than buyer. Then market will be like a magnet going for the biggest orders available on the chart. So I'm not sure what the range is exactly, but if you have order flow and you watch it and you monitor it properly, you will see what I'm talking about. That's how I know why the market moves. Okay. Gold. I'm sure we hit our target on gold already here, guys. If you remember, I've talked about this. This gold will come here first. Here we go. We hit our target, even extended a little bit below that range, and we have a failure. So below, come back, straight momentum coming back up. If this is momentum is a U-turn, we'll come back up again. I'd like to see this continue this week here. If it doesn't and we see another leg down, I think we're going to see more momentum down. Okay, so it's very simple. You have to monitor it and just make sure you're on the right train. The last few days, it doesn't look like any active trade, meaning there's no really nearby orders to push the market either way. Market just come around here and stalled last few days, 3 days. So I suggest that I think that it should have another leg up equal to this one. Measure move equal to this measure move. Where we're looking at interesting level, this level here. Okay. So so keep eyes on this one. I'm gonna extend this channel a little bit. There you go. So that's the channel. Let me extend that one below as well. Just if you notice what I'm targeting this level here with this level here, and we touch it here and we bounced off. If you trade only on a channel and you know how to manage your money properly, probably a winner now, have a nice bounce up, probably exit around these levels, come back retesting the 20. We are below the 20 as well. Keep that in mind. We're below the 20. We just went up and come back down straight away. A quick rejection. Something similar happened here as well. Quick rejection, but this is a smaller version than that one. We come to the end of the year. Remember that as well. And remember also that gold acts as risk assets, not safe haven assets. Remember that. So the stock market is going up and gold is going up as well. Okay. Sometimes, but overall, gold is overpriced, and you know that when we hit this level, which 2073, that's where we going down since then. Okay, we don't really see any bullback here. We see this momentum up quickly and failure come back down here below this. So it's like sideways here, but we extended a little bit. So I'm looking for another momentum up. Let's see if it's going to small pyramid here, and then we'll continue sideways until we see any more interest to it. You know that Bitcoin hit 20 grand already. So let me go quickly there. I think it was the next on the line. So yeah, just a conclusion of gold. I like to see gold continue back up here above this high. Then we'll be looking for more momentum up. Probably by January, February, probably retest these highs again and retest the overall highs of 2K. All right. Next, silver is the same thing, sideways. Silver is less mover than gold. Gold is actually more down than silver. If you look at it visually, you see that is down. This is a little bit sideways. Bitcoin hit the 20K. It didn't really hit it, did he? No. I saw it did. 1993. 1993. So almost 2000. So far, what we're looking for here between this high and this high is not much of room. And we went down to the 20. We supported, come back up again. We made a new high, but not good enough to say this market wants to continue. Now sideways, we broke below it, come back above it, and we're still gonna do sideways. Remember gold. If you learn anything from the previous history, if you go back to gold, right? Gold hit this high, sideways for a while, come back down, sideways again, try to go up again. Seller just took it down one more leg, 2 legs down, almost measure move. If I measure this correctly, here I go, measure move equal measure move, extended a little bit, found some buyers. If the buyer wants to stay in the market, we're going to see another leg up, equal measure move equal measure move. Okay, so we now have some kind of clue of price action. If I go back to here, so I cannot really tell you. Basically, Bitcoin went up because of the two reasons. I think is because because of I already talked about that. I think we're going to continue. I told you that, guys, before. So because of PayPal, it will accept some Bitcoin, and Europe want to use Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. And the head of cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, is like the granddaddy of cryptocurrencies. That's why Bitcoin went up. However, the rest like Ripple and the rest of the cryptocurrency didn't really move much. Only Bitcoin really moved. And as far as I can tell, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I didn't really check it. I don't do. But in my opinion, that is still bullish momentum. You could continue and break the high and slowly feeding away and break high. Something you need to learn about the market. If the market is still interesting to go up, we will see some feeding, then go up, feeding, go up, slowly, like bull flag, then break high, another bull flag, and break higher. You need to measure how far between the last high and last high, the previous high and the follow high. Okay. Like this high here, between this high is not much, but however we respect it. That's a good pullback, strong pullback, not strong as momentum down, as strong as a quick pullback, right? Just a swift pullback, and we'll break straight away up. Swift pullback, we'll break higher. We didn't really go too far until we have a very, very big pullback here, strong pullback. Then we give it a V shape, make a new high, V shape, V, and another V. So it's gonna do that until we see more momentum up, or we're gonna see breaking that new that lows. If we start breaking it, we will be looking for a short for the follow-up momentum. Okay. See, I think I need to change the browser. When I click Control D, it does something weird. I don't know what it does, but I will check that. I'll look at that later. I'll look at it later. Oil. See that oil? The last time we talked was a few weeks back. Talked about this level. Very interesting. You need to watch it. And here we go. Looks like we support it. There was a lot of buy just below this level. We see that very clear. The follow-up day was good. Pullback, the breakout momentum. Here you go. That's a typical price action, guys. This is really typical price action. If you look at it, we break out of this previous candle day, went out, come back, retest the breakout point, and we'll bounce up. Coming back down again, we'll test the breakout point, and we'll bounce up. Okay, we'll break out of this one. We test it as well. If you notice, here we go. Let me just clear this out. We test it here. It doesn't have to be exactly by the pip, you know. If you see that is moving back up again quickly before it touches your order, you should get into the market, you know, because that's the momentum in the market, right? We tested here, we tested here, we tested here, right? We went back up, come back down here. Now we see some sideways. There's nothing here really to be interested to about this low. Okay, you drew the trend line, and it started looking for a failure to break lower, and we'll continue back up. Here we go. We'll break up here. We have a quick test back, but look left. That's the closest to the price at the moment, and bounce back up. We'll break a new high, one leg, a second leg, but the candle is almost okay, right? We have some seller just exit the market up there, but still the market is up. So basically Friday we test the low, and as you can see that we didn't really have enough time to continue the momentum. So that low looks like that breakout momentum has been tested and also been here, and we'll close here. Let's see what's going to happen. So probably we're going to start the week another leg down. Maybe we'll start to see some failure around here, and we'll continue back up. I think I'm talking about 50 plus, maybe 51, 52 before the year is over, and from there we'll see where we're going from here. But looks strong momentum back up. I'm looking to the 80, 86 or 88, 59. Let's see. If you look lefty here, what's coming here? Let's go have a look quickly. That point here, there's one point here, there is multiple point here. So we already try to break this. It didn't work out. We'll come back. We'll give a nice pullback, and now we come back. We broke it, and now we're doing this. It's gonna go slowly up, and we're gonna start to do the same thing here, around here. So that's an interesting level to look at. Maybe between this level and this level, or this zone itself, we could play here before we go give a strong pullback. Okay. That's oil. Now we look at the dollar index. Right. On the bigger picture, dollar index here, we hit that target, the what it is, the 90, and I'm looking for the follow-up here, the 88. I already talked about that to a few people I know of. The 88 is going to be tested as well. I think we're coming down strong. We see some sideways here, but we left it. We left this crowd. We left all this noise, and we're coming back down strong now. I don't see any suggestion that momentum is going to turn around soon. I think that will going to continue. Okay, I think this is sideways here until we see out of this box, either this way or we come back up strong bull back to this level. So that will be interesting to look for 92 as a test and a failure to take it more lower. So the momentum is down. Remember that the momentum is down. Now we'll be looking for a strong bull back, and we will take it from there. Okay, you need to watch a bound. You need to watch the dollar, euro. See what they're up to. Remember that Europe is going to have a French election in 2021, so that could be a good driver to push dollar down. So that's dollar season to go down, I believe so. The last time we've been here, it was 2018, 19, 20, so 2 years up, coming back down again to retest this low. I think dollar index work that way, normally like a wave, and start to do that, and start to break out high again. I don't think dollar index will go to zero. It doesn't work that way. It's the dollar index itself. Currency never go to zero. They're always against each other. It's not like a stock. Okay, stock can go to zero, but not currencies. Euro. Here you go. If you recall that, guys, I said it's going to break higher. It looks very interesting. It's keep going higher and higher, making it high, making it high. We went. That's the high we did. 21,800. So 0.21800. If we look to the bigger picture now, because we know looked at its continuation back up after this trend down, now we change the trend up. The first makes sense is the first level of interest that's going to be that level, 25.5. That's what I'm looking for, and we not far really from there now. So another few days or weeks, couple of weeks more, we're gonna see another maybe 400 up, but it doesn't come that easy. We're gonna be so sideways, and we'll start breaking the flags like this one here. This one is strong, very strong. If you look, really nice 2 weeks up, 1 week rest. The second week was just not much of momentum, but I think that we're going to continue up gradually, just going slowly up until we hit another level, bull back, and we'll continue to the target. Not sure, but I think that we'll do that until the election itself. Around this level, then we're going to see a big spike up, maybe hit 130, and coming back down from there. Okay, because we have that level here. If you look all overall, a big W. Okay, that could be the play. Is a big on. How did I mess up? Here we go. Okay, so if I just zoom out. Okay, so if I zoom out, we'll break out of this momentum, this trend line. Okay, that trend line start 2008, and we could be leaving that trend line for now. I know the fundamental maybe is no support in this technical, but the technical very clearly here, if you notice, if you look closely, that trend line has been broken on Euro USD, and we're supposed to go down from here, but we didn't. We actually went up. So what the odd is to test this high again during the election, then we'll see more momentum coming back up to this level here. 140, 135, 130. Probably gonna be 130 first, right? Remember Bitcoin? I said that Bitcoin maybe will come back here and do U-turn. Let's see. Maybe dollar index will do the same. Technical analysis is almost similar everywhere, but it's a different shape, but almost similar, right? So probably gonna retest the 25 and break it, go to the 30. There's another 500 pips. It's no big deal. Then maybe we'll continue back up to 141 to these levels. Okay. I'm gonna mark that here now. I'm gonna mark. There's another level here to look at. These highs, and ultimately this high. Okay, maybe before that we're gonna drop. We'll see. But so far, what we're testing now, why we're stalling here, we have a level here to break. So let's see where we are here. So basically, almost tested here. We had a nice pullback, and we'll give a chance to the seller to improve, but that didn't. That become a failure, and we'll continue back up. Okay. Technically, it looks up. Fundamentally, we have some election coming on the way after the U.S. election. Of course, you know, the French election. Let's see how they're going to play. Next, pound has been driven by the Brexit. However, right? However, we're still holding that level, guys. All right. Okay. Let me just. No, I'm not saying that is going to go up from here, but I'm saying it's very interesting that to go here and bounce off. Okay. We still don't have really clue, but we know for a fact that we're not going to leave Europe without a deal, right? It's like you cannot leave your wife without a deal. You have to make a deal with the kids and exchange and all stuff, you know, like a company. When they leave another company, when they split up, they have to have a deal. There's nothing without no deal. Even if it's any kind of deal, is going to be a deal anyways. So I reckon that's going to be a deal. It depends if it's a not good deal, maybe sideways. If it's a good deal, we're going to probably 150. I'm talking about 140 first, all right? Just let's not fly. Let's talk about 140, then 150 maybe in 2020, 2021, right? If we look on the bigger picture, look on the monthly. So basically like bottoming here since the Brexit started kicking in for a while now. That's where Brexit started. Bounce up, 88% pullback, come back down. We have a failure here, very clear failure of COVID. Come back here, bounce up, and now we're looking to retest 145, 150. Okay, if we have a good deal, guys, I think this is going to continue. There is no doubt this is going to continue. UK is going to have more opportunities to do more business with other countries and so on and so forth. This is opportunity for England. It's not for the UK overall. It's going to be a big opportunity. It's not like that's it. So if I draw, let me quickly draw this, guys. This is very interesting trend line. Okay, if you notice here, let me just keep this. If you notice here, just we bounce off here, we come back, we broke it, and we try now on the monthly, trying to go down again. But let's see. As I said, Brexit on the way. We've been sideways since the year started. Coming back up here, that leg is not going to count. This is COVID, but we broke it and really quickly come back up. That's indication of a lot of buyer really pushed that market and give you the pullback of the momentum, and will continue. So far, all I see, it's up momentum. We didn't break that level yet. We didn't even come near last month's low. We didn't even come near the quarter of that month. That's halfway, maybe more or less. We test maybe 50% of the last month, and we'll bounce up and we'll come back, and now we're stalling here. It's all to do with Brexit talk. So let's see what's going to happen next week. I think that is ready to take off. We have a double tops almost as well. So that could be either way, up or down. It's just ready to take off either way. So I suggest that you be standby, waiting for the news, watch the candlestick, and if it starts moving up, take your profit close nearby. Don't target the high levels until you confirm the news is correct. Probably not going to get there in one go. Probably going to be broken to pieces, but very, very green candles. When you see a lot of green candles, that's mean a lot of buy in the market, and their orders really far away. There's no seller nearby. It's going to be like up there somewhere, 150, 140s. Okay, so if we go back to the daily, we still really don't do much. It is like similar to this few days here, a pullback, and we'll start trending down, but still really Brexit on the way. So I suggest that you wait for Brexit news. You don't have to trade now. Myself, I'm really a little bit away from it. I'm not in a trade. Last week I did not trade it. I only trade future at the moment, but future, just future Nasdaq and E-mini. But Forex, I'm not really pushing too much for it yet. I'm waiting for January to clear out. Then February, I will be looking for a trend. Down yen, same thing. Is all band bears basically following the same trend direction. If it's a good news, all of them is going to go up. If it's a bad news, all of them are going to go down. Okay, so there's no point for me really to analyze it. It's basically sideways according to the yen as well. But when Brexit news kick in, all band pairs will move at the same time. Pound Aussie, as I said that long time ago, I talked about these guys. I'm not really comfortable about there. I think it was going to go lower. It did indeed. Sideways, completely sideways. Basically, we're trending up, we're trending down. We really moved a lot last couple of years. Now we're looking for sideways. It's going to take a while, just like Euro USD. Okay, we should see. Let's see how the pound is going to do. If Brexit good news, then we'll see pound pairs up. New Zealand is strong. That's why we see New Zealand is trending, and that's why we see this momentum now. New Zealand is moving really well. If you've been trading since this high, that pullback, if you get it right from that test momentum, your business is lows, talk about 500 point. If you keep going on the train, about 1,000 point, right? It's really good momentum. But overall is really, come on, overall is not really showing any U-turn yet. Maybe around here, but still New Zealand is still strong, and it's still Brexit talk on the way. Is maybe we'll see this week how it will go. CAD is strong as well as pound weakness of Brexit, so CAD is taking advantage of the situation. So from off this highs here around this close to that green level, 700 point, which is good, which is about a few days. Let's see how many days that takes to come down. 18 days, almost half a month. Then you get it 700 point from top to bottom. You probably hunt in the middle, about 400 point. You can do more than that, of course. You can triple it if you know how to trade the waves inside the wave. There's like wave inside a wave inside a wave inside a wave. If you understand this concept, you're probably doing better than other trader in the market. Yeah, these Swiss as well looking strong. I like this Belgium and or whatever you call it, like trend down, trend up. I start to see this start to extending. Okay, started getting more momentum up and momentum down. That's a lot of buyers now getting in the market and seller taking over, and buyer probably going to take over. Overall is sideways. Still Brexit on the way. Brexit is like a big step need to cross first, and after that we'll see where we go. I think if we hold in these lows, guys, I think we're going to continue back up. The next time coming around 50% of this range, probably going to bounce up. Happened here, but it's just sideways. Didn't really want to break lower. And we'll break higher, come back down again, probably will continue up. In my opinion, I think we'll continue up if Brexit is positive, and I think I'm a 90% sure pound will go up. Okay, we tested the lows already. We see a rejection, so there's no point for it to go down again. Maybe if it's a bad deal or no deal at all. All right. Looking at Tesla, is keep going up. Apple sideways. Microsoft sideways. Neon. Yeah, I'm looking at the stocks for friend minds, so that's why on my list. Anyway, guys, I think this is it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like and leave a comment. And yeah, if you have any question, leave it in a comment. Join the Discord server and ask a question. Talk to the community there. I'm not there much, but hopefully in 2021 I will be more often there. Okay, guys, thanks very much. You have a great rest of your day and get ready for this week. Please try to trade less because we are at the end of the year. Anything can go wrong. Don't go to war. Do not put all your trading account on one position. If you think that is not going your direction, exit immediately because we could have some crashes happen. Okay, very interesting time, election, Brexit. So be careful. Right, guys. Thanks very much. Have a great day and week ahead. Thanks. Bye.